One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the UCLA Bruins offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's key. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's key. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's Bonner. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barney. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget, Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the air, it's Iamaleava, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Hauls it in. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to barge in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a third and goal? Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Finds his man. It's Flores. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Matthews. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Still running at the 35. And the ball squirted out. He picks it up, still on his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now the State scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using the quick game. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Ives. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Snagged in the middle, it's Flores. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? Touchdown, Bruins! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take the lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Key. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Markway. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And it's right down the boulevard. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And the quarterback quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Caught over the middle. It's Ives. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. There
he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Looking for a man. It's Raiola. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. He's got it for a big play. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Smashes through the tackle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! They take the lead with the 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it out. It's Flores. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. that fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch, it's Flores. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Makes the grab, it's Barney. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and... Oh, he's got some space. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for room, it's I. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Holds it in the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That was such a risky call with the lead late in the game. To go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shots. to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
These men stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. The sure hands, it's Barney. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better game.
There he goes! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The play-action fake. Slings it downfield. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 5 over Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. They kick it away on fourth down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.